politics. The further left you go into politics, the more you are in favor of a central government control rather than sharing the power that is enumerated in federalism. The same, by the way, holds true for the right. The further the right you go, the more in favor you are of central government control. Whether one calls it fascism or totalitarianism, right and left meet at their extremes. Both political philosophies, taken to their furthest extreme, advocate complete governmental control of your life, work, and movements. Historically and/or traditionally, American presidents have occupied a mostly sensible position either slightly to the right or slightly to the left of center during their tenure. And the reason for this is federalism. Dividing power is the best method for maintaining a sensible center. The left, most recently and notably represented by the previous occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, faults Donald Trump for lack of coherent national strategy in addressing the knotty problem of what increasingly looks like a sort of an on-purpose accident, the coronavirus epidemic. But of course, there is no coherent national strategy. Trump has made it clear that the virus policy should be set by the states. He instinctively understands federalism's wisdom, and states have differed widely in their responses, as we have seen unfold. Just look from Michigan to Oregon to New York to California, from Florida to the Midwest, depending on the political affiliation and treason of their own governors. Now, those states in the sensible center, which happen to be mostly governed by Republicans with a few Democrats thrown in, are maximizing human freedom while taking responsible precautions to limit the virus spread. Many Democratic governors, on the other hand, are unleashing their inner totalitarian in a virtual orgy of draconian diktats meant to completely control their unhappy constituents, in the name of safety, of course. I won't go into all the details. There's not enough time in this video. They stare you in the face every day through their various news feeds. There is a growing sense that not only are the leftist governors and big city mayors immensely enjoying their exercise of almost total power, but they are willing to tank their local economies to lessen the likelihood of a Trump re-election. This is great. We tried for 3 years to railroad the guy out of office, and he frustrates us at every turn. Then this thing drops into our laps. They figure the federal government will eventually bail them out. They shouldn't figure, that is. It's outrageous, almost beyond belief, that a fraction of this country would not only refuse to work in harmony for the good of common good, but actually work against the common good, causing acute financial hardship, and in some cases, death in the process, just because it hates the president, the man that America voted in, and wants to control us that bad. It is as if they think we don't see and understand what they're exactly up to. A prediction I'll put out. These and previous actions directed against the president during the last 40 months will result in his landslide re-election. And it is this president, Donald John Trump, I've come to praise. Like everything else, my attitudes towards DJT during the 2016 election cycle were variations of his 5-word opinion a close friend delivered to me during the summer of 2016. I don't trust that guy. But happily, my suspicions have been almost completely without foundation. I was listening to the fake news media and the propaganda being put out over the airwaves of almost every channel. Trump has been a good president so far, and soon might be a great one, all things being equal. Ronald Reagan was, when he was president, I was just a kid during the 80s. And it was changing then, becoming a lot less leftist in my own worldview as a kid. I didn't realize it all at the time, but in Reagan, I was living through the tenure of historically great things. I'm beginning to wonder if the same does not apply to the unlikely figure of Donald Trump that everyone just couldn't believe. He not only has the great instincts, but he has become, in record time, highly adept at moving the layers and levers of power. Has he made some mistakes? Oh yeah, I'm sure he has, lots. But the general tenure of his tenure has been astoundingly positive for the welfare of the average American. You sense a changed man in Trump. He's no longer the grasping, greedy construction mogul. He's now a man completely dedicated to the welfare of a country he loves with all of his heart, even to his financial detriment. Equally importantly, he has taken on the news, the fake news media that has bullied and belittled us for millennia. Christians, conservatives, libertarians, patriots, just the simple people, for years. We're on to you. And he admonished one of the reporter in a recent news conference. It's so much fun to watch. The media still has no idea how to handle him. Trump has managed to bell the cat, and we all know now when the cat is coming and what the cat is up to. And now this epidemic, where almost any president post-Reagan in charge during this crisis, one result would have been a big fat new federal agency, like the Department of Epidemiology or some such thing. Trump refused this golden opportunity to expand the reach of the federal octopus. And simply put, he said that each state must do what is best for their own welfare. This was an extraordinary wise move. Federalism in live action. You were able to see it. He actually said that he loved the Constitution and that the states, some doing better than others, needed to do what they needed to do, and that he was much a supporter of this idea. The laboratories of democracy then went to work, and the results are there for everyone to see. The growing success of certain states opening up their economies again, Florida, Georgia, Texas, and the utter misery of other states strangling the freedom of its put-upon constituents, California, Washington, and Michigan. I could be wrong, but at least it's a possible that we are in the midst of a historically great president. So I will end this video with God bless and protect Donald J. Trump. He's our champion and deserves enormous credit even at this point, and our full-throated support for his textbook exercise of constitutional federalism. Again, I am Michael. This is the Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you. And we'll see you back here this evening on the live show. Thanks for all the support. Share this video, and all the links are down below. God bless.